This is the Leica M11, the most classical camera you can buy these days. Manual focus only with the rangefinder system. This, on the other hand, this is the Leica Q, a camera that looks very much like an M, but it has a very modern system and it has an EVF. And there are many people out there that like to put this EVF into this camera. But you know what? I think there are even more people out there that would absolutely hate it if someone does that. But actually, right now, if the rumors are true, we are very close to a Leica M with an EVF. Let's talk about the Leica M11 V. Yes, if the rumors are true, we will get an M camera with an EVF. But what do those rumors actually say? Well, basically, the Leica M11 V, that's what I think it will be called, will be some kind of a mix between the M11 and the M11P. It will have the content credentials that were introduced with the Leica M11P, but it won't have the 256 gigabytes of internal storage. It will have the 64 of this one. And honestly, I don't like that, but I'm not mad with it, because I'm getting around pretty good with those 64 gigabytes. And I absolutely hope that they will drop the price. I think it will be cheaper because, I mean, an EVF is much cheaper than the rangefinder system that's built in this M11 here. And I mean, the 64 gig should be cheaper for them than the 256 gigabytes, right? Another thing that will change is that the design of the camera will be very, very clean. There won't be any cleaner Leica M out there. If the rumors are true, this ISO wheel will be gone, and honestly, I like how it looks, but I don't like using it. Of course, it's, well, let's say it, it's just slow. Then, of course, the little window on the front will go. Of course, you don't need it. There is an EVF in there, and you don't need a window to look through. So, like I said, very clean. Will the red dot be there? Well, I'm assuming it will be, but we don't know. If not, it will be ultra clean. And yeah, I think that would look very sick, but I think it will be there. Let's talk about what I think that the M11 V, if it comes out, absolutely needs to be successful. And let's start with something that I absolutely do not want to see. And that is to copy this EVF out of the Q3 with the manual focus mechanisms into the M11 V. Don't get me wrong, this is a fantastic EVF, and if they get the display, only the EVF inside the M11 V, I would be absolutely happy with it. But what I would not want to see is the focus mechanism. What I mean with the focus mechanism is the focus peaking. I do not want to see just, let's say, the EVF you can buy for the M11 put into here, because I'm not a big fan of the focus peaking. I mean, it's all right and it's good method, but I mean, this is a manual camera. And to be honest, I'm way quicker with the rangefinder than I am with focus peaking. And I'm not only quicker, I'm more accurate with the rangefinder. So I do not like the idea to have an EVF where you can zoom in to check your focus or have focus peaking. I think if they come out with something like an M11 V, they need something absolutely better. I mean, it's Leica. They are producing the last and the only manual focus camera on the market. They have at least to give us something like Canon or Nikon does. But I think that's not enough. I would like to see something innovative in this camera. Like I said, it's not enough if they just copy Nikon or Canon. I think they should have something different. Maybe that you can choose the focus mode you want. They could maybe implement classic mode where you have those two windows that you have to align, and then some mode that Canon, Nikon has, or something, let's say some kind of focus peaking that gets only red if you have the eyes in focus. That would be something where I would be happy with, something like that. I don't know, but I would like to see something innovative, something new. Of course, this is the manual focus camera, and then I would be absolutely happy with it. But no matter how good they will make the M11 V, there will be traditionalists out there that will absolutely hate and rant about this camera. And to be honest, I mean, I like innovative ideas in cameras and things that are new. I like if Leica brings better autofocus in their Q and SL systems. I like if Sony brings something technically new, but I don't know if I like it in the M. I mean, this is this classical camera where you want to go away from those modern cameras, right? I don't know if I'm someone that will love it, but to all of you out there that say that the rangefinder is always better than the EVF, well, an EVF has a few benefits. And the first one is that the rangefinder is mechanical. If you hit this camera somewhere, or if it gets bumped or anything like that, well, the rangefinder can be misaligned. And to align it again, you have to send this camera in. At least I cannot do it myself. I mean, I've seen videos where they took away the red dot, or with the M11 V, the screw, and then you can try to align it by yourself. But I think to do it really good, you have to send it in, and that costs money and time. So an EVF can't have that problem. It won't be misaligned. And then, like a lens, a rangefinder can collect fungus. This is a problem you won't have with an EVF. On the other hand, there are things where the rangefinder is better than the EVF, and that is power. Of course, the rangefinder doesn't need any battery to work. On the other hand, an EVF, it needs quite some battery to work, because I mean, it's basically a display inside the body that always needs power. So while this battery inside the M11 is great and, well, it lasts quite some time, I do not need two batteries for one day. One is more than enough. That probably won't be the case with the M11 V. Of course, like I said, an EVF like this needs a lot of power. Right now, this has a very good battery life, whilst this one is okay, and I think with the EVF, the battery life of the M will decrease to a level of the Q3. So, although that I do not know if I want this camera, I'm absolutely excited to see it. I want to see this camera. I don't know if I buy it, but I absolutely want to see it. And I would be absolutely happy if they have something very innovative with the mechanical focus. If it's out, I will make another video and I hope I can try it. Maybe I buy it. I mean, it's very expensive, and if I buy it, I don't know if I trade in my M11. I mean, the M11 V won't be an M, right? Of course, M stands for Messsuche, and that's German, and that's the German word for rangefinder, and then it doesn't have a rangefinder, so it's basically no M anymore. What I want to say with that is that an M camera, well, it is about the rangefinder, and I do not know if I want to sell this camera. I think if I have to decide between the rangefinder and the EVF, I will go with the rangefinder version. But I would love to have both. I think if the manual focus mechanism is great. And with that said, tell me, what do you think? Are you interested in this camera? Are you absolutely not interested? Do you hate the idea of an M camera with an EVF, or are you excited about it? Like I said, I'm excited. I do want to see new things. Don't know if I like them, but I want to see them. And with that said, see you in the next one. Bye.